One. We're live. Alright, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Graham here with the Euro and Travel channel. I do political vlogs, I do traveling vlogs, I do all kinds of different stuff. And today we're going to be talking about the election. You know, we got the election in 13 days. Traveling vlogs, I do all kinds of different stuff. Sorry about that, a little bit of interruption there. But yeah, welcome back to the live stream, guys. I just wanted to bring my friend Dorian in. He can go ahead and introduce himself. And yeah, just tell us a little bit about you and a little bit about where you're from, or where you're from. Where I'm from Florida. I'm from Fort Myers, Florida. I met Dorian in Orlando, but he'll explain everything.
Hey, yeah, I'm from New York. I lived there for 10 years. My mom is from Canada. Got my dad's from Haiti. So we lived in New York for a while. Then we came in Florida in 2010, and we lived there ever since. We lived in Orlando for I think 5 years. Then we moved to Fort Lauderdale, and then we came back to Orlando.
Sorry about that.
And
Just gotta
I,
close my door.
and I met I met you, Graham, through First Institute. Yeah, that's how we
Yeah,
met.
yeah. We were doing
And
filming and different stuff and editing and video stuff, and
yeah,
it
just
was
learning
a lot
about
of
film.
fun
That's
back
the main
then.
goal.
How
Learning
old
about
you
film.
say? Yeah, absolutely. So like, tell us like who is your family supporting, or who do they want to vote for?
So my mom supports Kamala. Was once to vote to Kamala. Even if she doesn't like Kamala, she's voting for her because she's a Democrat. And my dad, he's going for Trump. And I got one of my grandmothers voting for Trump too. But most
Oh,
of the
that's
family,
really interesting.
it's Democrat. So no, it goes.
Your dad's actually voting for Trump. I thought he was gonna go ahead and vote for, or I thought he was undecided, or he wasn't gonna vote.
Well, if you asked like 4 years ago in 2020, you would know his answer. But now, from doing research, like they said, you got to do your own research. Then exactly what it is.
Yeah, let's speak about that. Who did you vote for in the 2020 election?
So regrettably, I voted for Biden. I didn't want to. I usually don't care about this voting stuff. I wasn't.
Come on, man. You don't gotta lie to us and say you don't want to. I told you a million times not to vote for Trump. But no, I
Wait, no,
kind of
no,
get.
no,
I
no.
can get. I'm not. I'm
You
not
told,
playing.
no, no. Remember, no, no. Sorry to correct you. You said you told me a million times not to vote for Biden. Not to. That's what you. That's what you said.
Yeah. We
You cut
got
me.
5 viewers, guys. Hey, welcome to the live stream. Hit the like and subscribe button. We're just discussing the politics. And yeah, 11 viewers. Well, welcome into the
That's nice.
live stream. Hit the like and subscribe button. And we're talking about politics right now, Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris. So sorry to cut you off. Continue with
Yeah.
what you were saying.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, I voted for Biden. I know you kept telling me why I shouldn't vote for him and everything, but being told about voting Democrat or being raised to vote Democrat, that's all I've known, or that's all I was being taught. I didn't focus so much on politics. I never really voted before. Actually, to remember, when I was 8 years old, I went to a private school, and they had something where you had I didn't know
Or you
the
voted in school.
yeah, it was with Barack Obama against John McCain, but I didn't know
Yeah,
anything
we
about
did the same
stuff.
thing. I went to a similar kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and I put John McCain because I know who these people are. I didn't know
You
who
put
these
down McCain?
Yeah, because I know who these people are.
Oh, that's funny because I put down Obama.
Oh, I didn't know any of those people. I'm like, I don't know why we're doing this. I have no
I
idea
put
what.
Obama down back then. I kind of wanted Obama at first. I think my mom did too. But then after that, after she realized that Obama was horrible and that he was just a fraud of a person, he's like a fraud, but he does it better than Kamala Harris. He's a lot more cool. He's a lot better personality. He's an all
Yeah,
right guy, but I really don't think it like his. I mean, I say he's all right now, but if you asked me before Biden and before Camilla, I would have been like, nah, that's horrible.
yeah.
But
So I put McCain because I'm like, I didn't know what I was doing. I was 8 years old. I'm like, I don't know much of this stuff. I'm like, okay, whatever, any name. I don't know any of these guys.
they didn't even tell us any of the policies. They're like McCain likes Harry Potter or something like that. They're like
Yeah,
telling us what books and stuff he likes. I'm like, I don't care about none of that.
yeah. So I don't know if that I don't think that would count as voting, but that's one thing I can say.
Was
A little
McCain a
weird.
Republican?
Yeah, because Obama's been Democrat, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's
So
not always Republican versus Democrat. I don't think, is it? Is it, or is sometimes Democrat versus Democrat? I don't even
I mean,
know, honestly.
all the times it's always for what I've seen.
All the times I can remember, it's Republican versus Democrat. I guess it's a
I heard,
two-party system. We know that
yeah,
much. A lot of people complain about that.
I've heard there's more parties, but they don't talk about them. But I
Yeah,
don't.
there's like the Green Party. I don't know if you heard of Jill Bean or whatever her name is. She's like she's all right. She's better than Harris.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's other parties. All they focus on is just Democrat, Republican. That's all they focus on.
Yeah.
So, but to continue, yes, I didn't know much of those details or anything, and yeah, I mean, I voted in 2020. I mean, I voted for Biden in 2020, and I wasn't really gonna vote, but I voted for reasons I'm not gonna say. But
In your own words, you were brainwashed. But to be
yeah,
fair, a lot of people were, and honestly, when first Biden was becoming president, like my mom was telling me, like I really wanted Trump, obviously, but when Biden won, I was trying not to be too upset about it, and like she was telling me, like, oh, the economy is gonna be horrible. We're gonna go in the war. The economy is gonna be horrible. We're gonna go in the war. That's all my mom repeated, and
yeah,
literally, like,
he's
at
right.
first it didn't happen the first year in 2021 or whatever. So I was kind of laughing. I'm like, oh, it's not too bad, not too bad right now, not too
So
bad.
as it went
And then
on,
literally next year we get into the war with Russia. The whole economy starts tanking. I'm like, damn it, this is
yeah,
really
I
bad.
'cause the thing is, yeah, because when he won, I was ecstatic, I was happy, and I was like looking
Yeah,
at
I
you.
remember that. I was so upset at you too. I'm like, he stole that election. I mean, I don't know how you feel about that now. If you think the election was faked or whatever,
I
but
mean,
it's really
I
hard to say.
I've heard that there is proven that's been fake, but I have to look more into it. So I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
don't really know what to say about that,
I don't know what
but
to say. Really. I heard it's been proven, but I don't know. I have to look myself.
I would say I heard the election was only won by 10,000 votes or 20,000 votes. If that's actually true, that would be crazy.
Yeah, so
I mean,
that's
it's all Googleable. I Googled it before. It said 30 to 40,000 votes, but
hmm,
I don't know.
well, I don't know. I don't know that
That
process
sounds really suspicious. I mean, that only sounds like a few. That sounds like they could fake that easily. But
probably.
it is what it is. Oh, hey, man. Who commented? What's up, Thomas? How you
Yeah.
doing? If you got a question for us, we'll answer anything. We're just talking about the election. Let us know if you guys want Harris or Trump. I respect all opinions, but honestly, this is our last chance, guys. We got 13 days if we want Trump to win, or we're
Yeah.
stuck with a woman president for 4 years. Now, there's nothing wrong with a woman president, but Camilla honestly isn't the right character for the
Yeah.
job.
If there was a woman going president, I know who I would pick.
I know who you're gonna say. Honestly, I don't know if I would support her, but it depends who she's running against.
Okay. Oh, if they want me to say, I'll say,
Yeah, go ahead, say it if you
okay.
want. It's up to you.
Candace Owens.
Yeah, I mean she's great, honestly, but I'll be honest. I think she's bought and paid for on some of her opinions as well. But I'll
I
just
mean,
keep it there. But
I'll just say like I don't agree with her on everything, but like most of political views and stuff, like
yeah, I don't agree with Trump on everything either. I
but,
just think
but
that he's way, way better than Harris.
with Candace, like she's all about the facts, and that's what I like about her. Like it's not about what the people are feeling, whatever. It's like I'm just giving you the facts, and every time I see her channel, she's all about the facts. I mean, especially since she's been looking into Kamala Harris genealogy. Yeah, it's pretty mind blowing. I'll tell
Yeah,
you
hit the like button if you're just
that.
joining, guys, and subscribe. Thanks for coming in. Okay, I was gonna ask you another question. This is gonna be a main key. People weren't really gonna want to hear from me too much for obvious reasons of whether or not I think that Trump is racist. But the question is, do you think Trump is racist? Did you think Trump was racist back then?
Okay. Well, if you tell me now if I think racist, no. But back then, yes, because that's what the news was saying. I'm like, and I wasn't really paying much attention, or I really wasn't really like thinking much. I'm like, okay, it's what they're saying. I guess that's what it is, you know. Um, but I didn't, because I'll be honest with you, when Trump was in office, I wasn't really looking at the news or anything. All I kept hearing was he's racist, he's horrible. That's all I kept hearing. I didn't really wasn't really looking at the news or anything. I just kept hearing from family or
Even
from
if you saw the news, that would just be just as bad, or that would reinsure it in your head, probably.
pretty pretty much. So yeah, news and stuff. Everything just kept saying, "Oh, Trump." Just like family members I hear, family members of mine, or people saying that. But I'm like, listen, I don't care. I'm just going with my life. Like, I don't care about this political stuff. But from now, right now, looking at stuff, I'm like, yeah, he's not racist because I'm like, he was loved before. Like, people loved him back then. Like all the people who turned on him, like they all loved him. Nobody said anything bad about him. The guy was famous before. Everyone,
Yeah, Mike Tyson, all the black celebrities,
yeah,
rappers were
he
talking
was
about him,
he wasn't
everything.
he was a Fresh Prince of Bel Air. He was on The View. Oprah loved him too. Like nobody had
Yeah,
anything.
Oprah switched up on him so hard, I can't lie.
Not just Oprah. The girl, the woman from The View. Like they switched up so much on him. Like they loved him back then, and they switched up on him. Like I said, like people keep saying, "Oh, because he ran for president." No, I think the reason people turned on him because he ran as a Republican. Because people are being told that Republicans are bad and Democrats are good. If he ran as a Democrat, those people wouldn't be saying the bad stuff they're saying about him. But because he ran as a Republican, that's when they decided to like turn on him. People keep saying it's like because he ran for president, but no, it's because he ran as a Republican. But
Yeah, a lot of people would say that he's not a traditional Republican. Like my grandpa says, he's not a traditional Republican. I guess he's not too traditional in a lot of ways, but we already know that.
take him back, yeah, I get that. Yeah, it's regardless of whatever. You can't really say he's a politician. He's a businessman. That's just what it is. He's a businessman running a business, and yeah. So I wouldn't call Trump a politician because politicians in general is just we make
Some
promises.
people will say the country doesn't need to be ran like a business. What do you have to say to them about that?
Well, we've seen it with Trump how he ran as a business, and look how good we were. Because let's be honest, business is how all things around the world are happening. When you know how to run a business and make things work well, you could benefit a lot of people. Trump running America business to a lot of Americans. People didn't see that, or there are people who didn't see it, but we had more money in our pockets. We had no problems. Like he ran it well, and that's why the economy was so great. So, because let's be honest, everything is a business. Regardless of how it may look, everything is a business.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. A lot of people just say that. I'm just repeating the dumb quotes people, especially Democrats say. I mean, I like this morning I did my live stream. Shout out to everyone for joining there. This one's doing pretty good as well, but this morning was doing a bit better, but it started to get the views started to pick up. They were doing like this at first, a few views here, 5 views here, 7 views, 10 views. Then it started to pick up to like 30, 40 views, and
And
I got like 1,800 live stream views in total. But one guy was attacking me specifically. I mean, no, I was telling people if they're Harris or Camilla supporters to comment. No one was commenting. Only Trump people were commenting. But one guy said like, "Oh, like comparing Hitler to Trump and stuff like that."
oh man, I don't get it. This is what they call Trump derangement syndrome. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I also played that in my video too. They said that on the news, Trump derangement syndrome.
That's all I could
I
call it.
totally agree with that.
We just have to hate him just to hate him. Like, okay, but if he did all this good, I'm like, still gotta hate him. I'm like, okay, whatever. This always want to find something they hate. Want to say that they hate. That's all. I don't know.
Yeah, another sensitive topic I wanted to say since now we're talking about Hitler and crazy stuff. Hopefully they don't censor the video because of that. The other one did good though, so I'm not worried. But a lot of people are going to criticize you. A lot of Trump people would honestly want to hear, and a lot of people just want to hear in general. How do you feel about what Trump said about the Haitians in Springfield, Ohio, eating the cats?
I mean, there was a video or a picture of it, so and it's been proved, and apparently, it's been proven. So if it's true, then what's the big deal?
No, I agree that it's been proven and it's true, and I don't think that they're all like that, and I don't think that that's like I don't think it's funny to like say they're all like that. I don't really think it's funny that they're trying to make a racist stereotype about it. Like
You
it's
know,
not funny, it's not cool, but like at the same time, it did happen,
yeah,
and like
like
they want to deny it. Camilla wants to say no, it didn't happen. Like even some people that live there that are in political power kind of want to deny it, but
like
there's
if
videos of it, and
yeah,
all around the city, people said that that happened.
yeah. So if a lot of people in the city are saying it's happening and there's stuff that's prove it, then what's the big deal? It's happening. So I don't see what is to be mad about. Like, it's not anything about race or whatever. It's just what is happening.
I mean, you know, that's like a huge stereotype for Chinese people too. Apparently, that they eat cats and dogs. So I guess like it's not.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if if since it's happening, it's what's going on. Then I don't see and then I don't see they don't have anything to say about it.
How did
It
you feel about the borders in 2020 versus now? Did you want the open borders, or did you want to allow the illegals in, or how did you feel?
well, well, I didn't know much about the border until recent, until like I think last year or something like that. But my thing is that like I don't mind people coming in the country, but they gotta come in like legally. Because the thing is, when you have an open border, you're saying anybody could come in. So the good and bad people come in. You're getting the bad criminals coming in, and they're coming here committing crime, and they're like getting away with it. Then that's a problem because you've like in the news they said how these people were there are people like Lake and Riley and someone else like they got killed by immigrants,
Yeah,
and those immigrants got arrested but then like let go. So okay, so it's bad if American people commit crime and go to prison, but when an immigrant does it, a legal immigrant does it, it's okay. Like, what is it?
absolutely.
That's what I'm like.
Open borders. We got to give them 3,000 a month, free housing in New York City, hotel rooms. What do you think about that?
So why? So people who are poor in America, why don't they get that stuff? Why is it that the illegal immigrants get that off the
They
bat?
have it harder than us. They have it harder than us. They had to come here. They pay money.
Okay, yeah, but the thing is, but you're providing them everything. Is like, but people been in America for a long time. Why don't you provide that for them? Like, why do they get like the fast, easy pass, and people in America still got to keep, working their way up or anything like that? Like, if they
Because they
come in,
were born here.
but still though, this is America. You got to take care of America first and take before taking care of other people.
No, I absolutely agree, but I do want Harris for 2024 presidency.
Are you trolling right now, buddy? Are you
Bro,
trolling?
we can't be locking up these poor Mexicans and immigrants that come over the border for nothing.
Okay, okay, I know. Okay, I know you're pretty much fucking with me right now. I know you're trying something.
Hey, watch your language. We're live on the podcast.
My
But
bad, but I
yeah,
know, I know you're
yeah, I
playing.
am. Oh, Trump 2024. That's what one of the comments said.
Yep,
Is
Trump
that what you
2020.
think? I want Kamala Harris 2024, buddy. Why do you like Trump? Trump is a rapist.
Why are you being 180 right
I'm
now?
sorry. I'm gonna get canceled off YouTube. I gotta stop.
Like what? Like so much for you, like the fan jumping and you just 180 right now. What's wrong with you? But
I like to troll the views to see if they're watching. That guy was watching, I guess. He said Trump 2024.
yeah, yeah, Trump 2024. Yeah, I'm all for that. And you know what?
What
We've
would
lived.
you say if I pulled out a Waz Camilla hat and I was like this? I
I like to know, man. I would like to know, man, who brainwashed you, or who's holding you hostage.
asked you that in 2020 when you voted for Biden. You didn't say too much. You're like, nah, Trump's a racist.
Yeah, okay, well, we. Uh, I'm not the only one who's been in that boat, though. A lot of people
Now
have.
you're voting for a racist and a felon.
As far as I'm concerned, there have been people who are felons and they're getting praised. So I don't think this is a big deal.
What do you mean they're giving him praise?
Well, here's the thing: them putting all those felonies on Trump, that didn't hurt him. He got more support than ever because people know those charges are BS. So
Do you think some people can relate to him?
yeah, yeah, people who've been arrested or people who've yeah, they can relate to him.
Would you say there's like a specific group of people that could relate to him the most?
Okay, well, I know where you're going with this, but for what I've seen, yes. Because here's the thing. Um, when I think he said like in a interview like that's why the black people love him because they relate to him. Because here's the thing, from research and stuff I've from people I've like look at and hear and research and everything. Statistically, black people are 30% of the population and they commit the most crimes. And
That
so
guy said, "I'm a felon. I'm a good guy." Are you actually a felon? Shot? Can you? You can't vote for Trump then, can you? Can you vote? Let us know.
So statistically, improving, black
Hit the
people
subscribe button.
are
Sorry.
13% of the population, but they commit the most crimes. And that's why like they're in like, and that's why like filling up most of the prisons. So I guess they could say why they relate to him, but why he relates to them, but in a
Wait,
way,
wait, 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 wait. Hold on, hold on. We gotta pause for a second. What did you just say? Rewind that again. What did you just say about a certain people? Go back again.
where are you going with this?
No, I'm being serious. Like you're not allowed to say that. We need to hear that one more time.
Okay, if I'm not allowed to say it, I won't.
No, I'm not allowed to. You can.
Okay, well, I think what it is like, let's like looking at, and we're doing my research and everything. Statistically, the black community is like 13% of the population, but they commit the most crimes. So
No, that's racist.
it's not racist. It's what it is.
Just kidding. Okay, I'm just kidding. I agree, kind of.
Yeah.
But some people say the statistics are wrong.
But in a way, like regardless of whatever, it hasn't proven because look at it. In general, no regardless of what it is, a black person would kill a black person more than the supposed white cop would do that. Really, because if you see with not just with a lot of things, again, black people kill another black person over a stupid chain or something stupid and petty as fuck as little things. It happens more than what the media says with a supposed white that white cop killed this person because he's black. Like no, black people kill black people more.
Does
So
your dad agree about that or no?
I mean, I didn't even talk with him about that, but I think he does. But regardless of whatever, this whole racism stuff is a bunch of BS. It's really not a big deal like the media makes it to be. But people just want to be victims in this world. So that's what I'll say because I've looked at research and documentary. A good documentary I feel like people should watch is called The Great American Race Game because it dives very well into the political parties and well about the way things are. Like example, here's the thing: the reason Democrats always go for the black vote and saying that gets them in power. Every time they do that, they mention racism over and over, and they know how black people react to it. When people know what you fear, they know how to manipulate you. All you gotta do is go to the black community of black people and say racism, and they get in their feelings and they get into their emotions, and they'll be like, "Oh, racism, vote Democrat, Democrat, Democrat," because they've mentioned it. Oh, they say it's racist. We gotta do it because they always are afraid, are in their feelings when they hear that word. So that's like the victim mentality that Democrats put black people in. Because every time they do that, that's why it's the way they win the elections. And every time they're in office, they don't do anything for the 3 years, and then every election year they pander to them over and over. And the insanity for me is that for years the black people have been voting Democrat and nothing gets better. Why do you keep voting Democrat if really you see how things go? Can't hear you.
Sorry, I said some of them are so delusional. Some of them are so wealthy that maybe they just think that the economy is doing really well and they can just ignore the wars, the constant wars and chaos that we're facing in the really economic hard times. But somehow, some of the Democrats will still argue with you and say, no, the economy is actually doing really well. Or they'll say, actually, no, the economy under Trump only did well because of Obama.
Well, the way I see it, really, how Obama didn't help much either, really. Because let's be honest, before Obama, when we're looking at research and stuff, when Obama ran for president, he wasn't really talking about race or this or that. He said if he didn't win, it wouldn't be because of his race. It would be It would be other things. Then he gets in office. Then he brings up this racism stuff again, starting with this whole, oh, if I had a kid, he looked like Trayvon. And by the way, the story with Trayvon, there's way more to that story that they don't even know.
What
And
about George Floyd?
yeah, okay, so here's why I dig on with both of those because I've seen in Trayvon, these documentary on both of those explaining the truth is on YouTube. For Trayvon, it's called the Trayvon hoax, and George Floyd, you got two, but the one you can find on YouTube is called the Fall of Minneapolis. So with Trayvon, all you kept hearing was um
He
that Mike.
Did you see? You saw the comment. We saw the comment at the same time. He
You think Mike?
commented, "Do you think Michael is a man?" It's actually Michelle. Is that Michael or Michelle? He put.
I think he meant Michelle. But maybe it's just
Yeah, he
auto.
put Michael. He put
But
Michael.
maybe it's
Yeah,
the auto spell correct. I don't know something. I don't know.
it's Michelle. Yeah. Do we think Michelle is a man? I'll let you answer that first. That's
I
the
really
question he
don't
asked in the
know,
comments.
but I really don't know. But if she was, I wouldn't be surprised because apparently Obama has a trans nanny. Apparently,
Obama has a trans nanny. He doesn't have any young kids, does he?
I don't know. There's something I saw. I don't know. I didn't really look into it. It's probably just a YouTube thumbnail. I don't know, but if that's true, then I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know.
It's hard to say. I think maybe yeah, maybe yeah. She looks like a man in a lot of her photos.
But then again, like in Obama's term, he was mainly like helping the transgender community. I have nothing against them, but it's just he was helping them more than anyone else.
Why is that so funny? It's messed up. It's
Yeah.
true and it's messed up.
But to go back to what I was saying, with Trayvon, all you kept hearing was like, "Oh, he was targeted because he was wearing a hoodie and he was black, and all he had was a bag of Skittles and stuff like that." But actuality, there he didn't just have Skittles; he had a, a energy drink and something else. Because what they don't know about Trayvon, Trayvon was had I heard that he had lean on his system when the situation happened, but he has been drinking lean before and smoking
He was
weed.
sipping scissor.
So a lot they don't know about Trayvon is he got suspended from school, from fighting and from weed and everything like that. I'm not saying that makes him a bad person, but he was really into drugs and hanging out with the wrong crowd of people. And the day that Trayvon died, what what made Zimmerman suspicious of him wasn't because of him being black with everything. It's just that it was raining and cold outside that day. And, George Zimmerman was, the neighborhood watch patrol and all that stuff. What made him suspicious about Trayvon was the fact that Trayvon was just standing at a corner or something like that, not trying to get out, just standing there, like not in a rush to get out of the rain or cold. So that made him suspicious. And in the documentary, it said like if you see suspicious activity, call the number or something like that. And he got out of his car to see because he was talking with the operator, and Trayvon like disappeared. So he tried to see where Trayvon went to like tell the operator where he last saw him or anything like that. And when he was going back to his car, that's when Trayvon like confronted him and attacked him. And what people don't know, I'm not saying this matters all the time. I'm not saying this matters. Like usually size doesn't matter, but in this situation it does because George is a average height man, 5'7" or 5'9". Trayvon, despite all those little pictures that they show you of him at the time of him being young, he was 6'3" when the situation.
Oh damn.
He was 6'3", and he got suspended from school from fighting and everything. So he loved himself some fighting. He was attacking Zimmerman, and he wouldn't stop. So that's why what happened. So if people keep questioning why did he, get suspicious of Trayvon, answer this question: why did Trayvon attack Zimmerman, and why did he keep attacking him and not stopping? Answer that question, because it's always like, oh, the person who shot the person is got to be questioned, but the person who got shot doesn't ever get questioned. Like, can't you question like what were they doing, what were they thinking at the time? Like nobody ever questioned what Trayvon was thinking or what he was doing.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
And so that's one and for George Floyd, because here's the thing with George Floyd. Granted, when it happened, I believed whatever the narrative was, but the thing is with George Floyd, they never showed you the full footage. They showed you just the 8-minute video of the whole knee on the neck
He
thing.
was innocent. He couldn't breathe.
But here's the thing: that's all they showed you. If they showed you the whole footage, you would see what led to what happened. Like they don't talk about the fact that he passed a counterfeit bill, and that's why the cops got called on him. They tried to get him out the car. He kept resisting, and he was like he was high on drugs and everything. Like they
He was
act
innocent.
innocent. Okay, let's see.
And he was black.
that don't mean nothing. Now I know you're trolling, but seriously, this identity stuff or race stuff doesn't really matter. But funny thing, people keep saying, "Oh, Trump is a convicted felon." George Floyd was a convicted felon too. He has a big rap sheet, so I don't see what matters then.
Yeah, but our buddy down here, he's this guy that commented said, "I'm a felon. I'm a good guy. I would, if I could vote, I would vote for Trump." That's what he said.
Just or whatever. I don't know. They could
Hey,
throw it.
I appreciate you. I think you are a good guy. Shout out to all the felons that would support Trump if they could. Hit the like and subscribe button, share the video, because you know what's more important than voting for Trump? Sharing the video, because if you share the video, you can get more and more people to vote for Trump. Your vote is only one vote. If you share this video, you can get multiple votes for Trump. Trump 2024. Hey man, where's your Trump hat at?
I never bought one, but still, that doesn't mean I gotta wear that to support the guy. I support Trump regardless.
No, I'm just kidding. The main thing that you have to give Trump is your vote,
Yeah, basically.
and that's
If
free.
he had a rally around here, I would go to it. But you know, it's whatever. But
I know my friend got a picture with Trump, and Trump came to Fort Myers, and he brought pizza, and my friend got a picture where Trump gave free pizza.
yeah, well, I believe I'll
That
meet
was
him.
before he got shot, though.
But he's still here, so that's what matters.
Well, what do you think about Trump getting shot?
I mean,
Where
it
were
was,
you? What were you doing, and what? How did you feel when you found Trump got shot?
you know, when he got shot, I was like working, when my staging job, um, and we were on break, and and the news was playing, or because that TV's on, and the news said, and I saw the clip on the news is saying, "Oh, Trump got shot," or something like that. I'm like, "Oh, I don't know." What I saw was like Trump holding his ear going down. I'm like, what happened? Did something hit him? Like, what's going on? And then it says that, oh, he got shot or whatever. I'm like, oh, so in a way, I'm not. In a way, I'm kind of surprised that something,
Were
that's something.
people freaking out at your work? Were people like, "Oh my God, Trump got shot"?
It was mixed emotions. I don't know. Some people were
I'm
like,
sure some people were like happy, the
yeah,
sickos.
yeah, somewhere. So, but I was confused. I'm like, is that what really happened? And when I saw the blood on him, I was like, okay, so that was something. But the fact that he put his fist up, I'm like, I think that sealed the deal. That he's winning.
No, we're not stuck with Biden. Kamala Harris, 2024.
Yeah, Biden's not running this country. It's Kamala or Obama. Both of them are running this country. Biden is not. Biden doesn't even know what he's doing. And the and all it took was a debate. The debate
7 views.
month.
Hit the like and subscribe button. Share this video.
All it
Appreciate all
took
the new viewers coming in.
all it took was a debate between Biden and Trump 3 months ago to show that Biden was not fit.
I'm honestly surprised you didn't say, well, Biden's not running now, so I can just support Camilla.
Because Camilla is in office and she's doing nothing. So I'm not gonna support this. I'm not gonna support it because what can I support her of? Her identity doesn't mean anything. And because really, people need to stop voting based on identity. You have to stop with what they look like. That doesn't mean nothing. All right. You have to look at what they're doing. And if you like Martin Luther King, you voting for Kamala because of her identity. You just contradict exactly what he says, because it says vote on character, not on identity, not on race. So you voting because of her race or whatever, then that there's nothing.
Well, Martin Luther King said that. I didn't know that, actually. That's amazing.
Yeah, his
Quote.
speech is vote on not judge people not by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. So if you're voting because she is black, apparently,
Is she?
then
Would you want to talk about that? Why do you say it like that?
because here's the thing, though. I mean, because she's been like before, it's been said that she's like multiple races or anything, like she's multicultural. So, and I don't understand why people keep
The
saying,
Lib Slayer is
yeah,
commenting. Well, that's unfortunate that that's the reason you got your voting rights taken away. Well, both, funny enough, both Kamala and Biden said they would legalize that, but they never did.
and
So,
another thing I don't get is like if someone's mixed or multicultural, how is it? Why is it that they're still labeled black? You're mixed. It's whatever, but I don't know.
You don't think if they're 50%, they are?
I mean, I don't know. It's just like you're one of this. I'm like, why do you only say you're one and not the other?
Well, she said she was Indian, then she started
Yeah,
saying she was
yeah,
black.
yeah. I'm like, she's been Indian for a long time. Now she's saying she's black.
Yeah, she's biracial. You know, some liberal people believe that you can change your race however you feel, whenever you feel.
When you use it for political gain or some manipulation, then fuck you.
That's all of them.
Yeah. Oh
That's
wait,
all of them.
I probably shouldn't be cursing on this. Yeah, I probably shouldn't be doing that. But yeah,
No, it's all right, man. Stop if you can. But
yeah. But that's what other questions you got?
oh yeah, I got another important question.
Mhm.
So, do you want to tell us if you think Camilla is black?
I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't really think she is because she is just. It's been said she's like tough, but after I haven't watched, but apparently Candace Owens like looked into it and says Camilla is not actually black. So I guess not. I don't know.
So, what do you think about the war in Ukraine and Russia?
They're stupid. They need to happen. And why are we giving money to them? We don't really need to be giving money to other countries. We really don't.
Yeah, I agree there. I agree with that.
But that war happened because they know how soft Biden and Kamala are. All they said was don't. Is that so just one word? Don't. When Trump is like, I'll bomb the shit out of you if you do. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty
Don't.
sure.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure we know which one would be more would pretty much neutralize the situation or stop the situation. If you fucking do it, I will bomb you. So I think we know who is a leader. Just
Who's
one.
the leader?
No,
Kamala?
no,
Kamala 2024.
nah,
But
dude.
honestly, man, did you? What other opinions? Another question I had. What other opinions of yours changed? And what do you think about Jan 6 as well? But first, talk about what opinions of yours changed about
So
um, Trump and Biden both.
so I see what Trump is like. My opinion changed about thinking he was a racist and he was horrible and everything. And what I got to see is like we lived under him. Gas was cheaper, things were cheaper. We had like there wasn't really any problem from what I've looked at, and I do remember gas being low as I think $1 or $2, but it was low. But I do remember, even though I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah,
Even though I wasn't paying attention during Trump's time, I do remember at least gas being $2
it was like a
or
$1.70.
yeah. And then I remember when Biden got in office, I saw gas price like $5 and something. I'm like, what the heck? How did it go from $1 to five? I'm like, that's so much more. And then another thing, like I got to see like, oh wow, well, when Trump was in office, like how things were better, and I got research. I'm like, oh wow, so that's why they don't want us to like him because he can't be controlled. When they can't control you, they know how they'll change people's view about you, and that's what it is. And for Biden, I got to see exactly who he was. Like, I mean, you've told me before. I won't lie. Pay attention, but I pay attention now. I've seen like his history and everything, and yeah, how he hanged out with segregationists. He all the stuff that he said. He wrote the crime bill and everything.
Yeah,
Like,
I said all a million times. You were like, no, no, Trump is the racist.
yeah, and Trump like did so much well. Like he donated to HBCUs. He did the First Step Act. Like he did peace treaties. Like we were safe under Trump. We were at peace under Trump. And Biden, we just got problem after problem after problem. And and granted,
Oh
listen,
man.
I know people can change. I know things can change. I know people can change. I'm open to that. Because here's the thing about me. I don't really. If you said something stupid or bad years ago, I don't really bring it up. I'm like, okay, if you change, then I don't think there's need to judge you for that. But when you haven't changed and you're still the same person, that's when I bring it up. I bring up the comments about Biden because he hasn't changed. He's still the same person. The media just doesn't show you, and the media is the main enemy because they show you stuff to manipulate you, and they make good people as bad people and bad people as good people.
That sounds like a conspiracy theory. Do you have proof behind that?
Well, technically, in a way, like if you look at the media, they've been telling you that Trump has been bad, and they don't tell you any of his accomplishments or what he did for this world. Like in 2020, Trump, all they kept saying, "Oh, Trump is Hitler. Trump is horrible. He's the devil. Yada yada." And Biden is the angel. Biden is the savior and everything. Biden gets in office, and look at all we're dealing with, and they don't acknowledge and they refuse to talk about all the mess ups that he's done. Like they don't tend to tell you about him giving money to other countries, the disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan, and all that stuff. And
He's
Biden's
chilling on the beach.
exactly, and Biden's like, "Oh, I'll take accountability for my wrongdoing." He never took accountability for Afghanistan. He never took accountability for that, and it's just how it is. Like all the time, the media is like saying, "Oh, Democrats are good and Republicans are horrible," but they don't show you the full footage of things
What do you?
and how they keep saying Trump is racist. They take little bits of his clip and stuff and twist it or something. They always keep going back with the Charlottesville thing, even though it's been debunked over and over. They keep manipulating it and bringing it back. The whole find good people on both sides or find people on both sides. Like they just took that little bit of clip and said, "Oh, he said this or whatever." You have to look at the full clip yourself and with other stuff too. And also, it changed my view on the parties because knowing the history, but people don't know the history of the Democrat Party is that they were the racist ones. They were the party for slavery. They made the KKK. They did Jim Crow. They did everything to like all the racist stuff was all Democrats, and that's how they still are. People say the party changed, but no, they haven't because when they're in office, they keep making promises, not keeping them, and all they keep doing is blaming Republicans, even though they have control of the House. Like when Democrats have control of the House and the Senate, they keep saying Republicans get in the way. How can they get in the way if you have both houses on your control? How can Republicans still get in their way? That doesn't make sense.
They're getting in the way. But I do have one video I want to show you. This one is called NBC News. It's apparently only 1 hour ago. The title is Deeply Troubling. Harris slams Trump reported praise of Hitler while in office.
Honestly, really, this is NBC. What do you expect? Fake news. Democrat stuff, fake news, whatever. Like, listen, until if there's a video of him saying it, I'm not gonna believe what the crap they're saying because they're saying he said things that he never said and saying the whole suckers and losers things like he never said that. There's no video of him saying it, whatever. Yeah, they're gonna keep saying he said it. So until there's a video or something of him saying it himself, I'm not running with that narrative crap.
Maybe there is a video of him saying it himself. Let's listen to Kamala Harris and see what she says.
So yesterday we learned that Donald Trump's former chief of staff, John Kelly, a retired
Hold on, let me wipe off my camera a little bit on my phone.
that while Donald Trump was president, he said he wanted generals like Adolf Hitler had. Donald Trump said that because he does not want a military that is loyal to the United States Constitution. He wants a military that is loyal to him. He wants a military who will be loyal to him personally, one that will obey his orders even when he tells them to break the law or abandon their oath to the Constitution of the United States. In just the past week, Donald Trump has repeatedly called his fellow Americans the enemy from within, and even said that he would use the United States military to go after American citizens. And let's be clear about who he considers to be the enemy from within. Anyone who refuses to bend a knee or dares to criticize him would qualify, in his mind, as the enemy within, like judges, like journalists, like nonpartisan election officials. It is deeply troubling and incredibly dangerous that
Who's
Donald
leaving
Trump would
hearts?
invoke
Whoever's
Adolf
leaving
Hitler,
hearts, knock it
the
off.
man who
Hey,
was
they love
responsible for the deaths of 6 million Jews and hundreds of thousands of
Wait,
Americans.
did Trump do that? Did Trump kill 6 million Jews?
All of this is further evidence for the American people of who Donald Trump really is.
Evidence,
This
brother,
is a window
evidence.
into who Donald Trump really is. From the people who know him best, from the people who work
She
with him
got the
side by
information
side
from the
in
people
Oval
herself.
Office
She got
and
the
in the
info
Situation
from
Room.
the people.
And It is clear from John Kelly's words that Donald Trump is someone who, I quote, certainly falls into the general definition of fascist, who in fact vowed to be a dictator on day one and vowed to use the military as his personal militia to carry out his personal
knock it off
vendettas.
the 100 marks.
Donald Trump is increasingly unhinged and unstable. And in a second term, people like John Kelly would not be there to be the guardrails against his propensities and his actions. Those who once tried to stop him from pursuing his worst impulses would no longer be there and no longer be there to rein him in. So the bottom line is this. We know what Donald Trump wants.
That comment is completely inappropriate. Power. Did you see what he commented?
In 13 days will be
what
do the American people want?
Huh?
I mean, is he wrong?
Her husband is white.
So is he wrong then?
No.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated.
Yeah, that's funny enough. She wants to say that she's a powerful woman and all, but she's still married to a white man.
Yeah, honestly, I don't care about.
I guess she has the pants in the relationship, though.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if she did.
You really think there should be a first woman man? Like, that's messed up.
What? No, I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if Harris is running the.
You want Camilla? You said?
Fuck you.
Come on, don't curse in the live stream.
Stop trolling, man. Seriously.
Okay, can we listen to one more video? It's Trump's 20 promises. Do you want to hear it?
I mean, I believe him more than her. Yeah.
It's only about like a minute.
An operation in American history. Together we will deliver low taxes, low regulations, low energy costs, low interest rates, low inflation, so that everyone can afford groceries, a car, and a home. I delivered you the largest tax cuts in American history, and we'll do it again. We're going to get them lower, but we're going to do something else. No tax on tips. No tax on overtime. And no tax.
That's one of the policies Kamala Harris stole.
Yeah, she stole them. Because she had no policy.
But she's not even going to do that. If she wins, she's not going to do that.
I know. Like, her...
I will create a government efficiency commission tasked with conducting a complete financial and performance
audit. She's just going to say, oh, yeah, that was Trump's policy. I never said that. I'm not going to do that.
For drastic reform. I will end the Biden-Harris electric vehicle mandate on day one. I would immediately start with energy. I would drill, baby, drill. Massively raise wages for American workers and make the United States into a manufacturing powerhouse. Your wages will rise, your costs will fall, your job opportunities will grow. I will make a record investment in hiring, retention, and training for police officers. We will launch a federal task force to dismantle the gangs, the street crews, and the criminal networks that are ravaging our towns. We will stop the invasion, end migrant crime, support our police, strengthen our military, build a missile defense shield all around our country, and I will secure our elections. We have to secure our elections.
Yeah, what do you think about voting with no ID? Why do they want that?
Very simple. Take back our campuses.
Like, that makes no sense, dude.
We want a safe place to learn.
It don't make no sense.
Critical race theory and transgender insanity the hell out of our schools. We're going to keep men out of women's sports. I'm willing to do whatever I have to do to save our country and to save our Constitution.
Hit the like and subscribe button in Trump 2024.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we've lived under both. We know which one keeps their promises and which one don't. So we lived under both.
Yeah, Camilla.
Screw you.
2024 Harris.
Dude, stop it. Seriously.
Come on, man. If you actually see a Harris supporter, you gotta treat him with respect. Don't just tell them screw you. Tell them exactly why they are wrong.
Well, the reason I'm saying screw you because I know you're purposely trolling. That's why I'm saying that.
I know. But is there anything else you want to say? Why should the Mexicans and the blacks and the colored population, and why should people in general, everyone, vote for Donald J. Trump?
because one, like he actually does what he do, and we've been in office with him. He's helping a lot of people, making like when means I make America great again, make America wealthy again, make America an exporter again, like make people believe that the American dream that they're hearing. Like he's gonna help everyone, get everyone like more money in their pockets, make things affordable, make things easier for people, and he's gonna like start by lowering inflation, and in the wars, making sure America America gets up first, and he's gonna put American people first. Like his policies about not taxing on tips and everything. Like it definitely helps because here's the thing: if you when you lower taxes, they that means more money in people's pocket, more money people spend on things like more people invest in the economy, more money in people's pockets, the more that they invest in the economy and the more money they get back and everything. If I make it
Yeah, absolutely.
if I make it sense the way I say it, but
Yeah,
basically,
no, that's what I think
get
too.
more
I
money,
agree.
have more money, they'll use it on it, they'll spend it more, they'll use it more. But when they don't have much money, they have to save or they can't spend as much.
What do you think about the Biden and Kamala Harris people saying like the inflation for food and stuff, or the inflation's only like 15 or 10% or 20% in the last like 3 or 4 years?
Inflation's been high, like so crazy, like seriously, like, and the fact that Biden said that it was 9% when he got in office, no, it was 2% or 1%. It was very low when he got in office. Of course, over and over, Biden just needs to blame Trump. But no, inflation is high. It's hard for people to afford a house, and like honestly, like people are struggling, and yeah, I've seen, and it's happening. Like so, I'm like, no, inflation's not low. Even Biden's Inflation Reduction Act still didn't make things better. Even they said themselves that inflation is still a problem. So how can you say it's been better?
Well, I don't know, but according to him, it's not too bad. But I honestly think inflation is like over 50%, maybe 100%, maybe doubled or more of the price of food. Because like I remember when I used to go to the United States, like you would just buy literally 4 or 5 items, not even your whole grocery bag, just 4 or 5 items, and that's like $60.
But now inflation is not low; it's high, still a problem. And honestly, that needs to be down. But yeah, and also to answer your question about January 6th, when it first happened, I was like, man, it's horrible, and there's no, and all that stuff. But knowing how the media only shows portions of something and not the full thing, there's more footage of January 6th that they don't tell you about how the people were protesting peacefully. They were fist bumping the officers, taking pictures with the officers. There was no problem at first, and Trump's speech, they don't show the full speech. And we also see that Trump told Nancy Pelosi to have the National Guards there. She said no, and she said she took responsibility for it and that she should have had, but she never took responsibility for it because all she still does, like all Democrats, still blame Trump for it. But she still didn't. But even though she said she'll take responsibility, she didn't. Um, yeah, January 6th. There's so much more to that story that people need to know. But the thing is, because I know the House Speaker said he released the footage, but it's just how do people get access to those footage? Like people have to see all the footages of January 6th to see what happened and see the whole story, because all people were getting was a portion of a story and changed into a bad narrative. All they show you was just the riot scenes. They didn't show you what led up to it, what caused it, and what happened before it and after.
Oh yeah, one last thing I wanted to touch on mainly because I didn't talk about this at all or ever ask you about this even in our personal conversations. What did you think of the vice presidents? First, let's talk about Tampon Tim. I mean, sorry, Tim Walls. I forgot his name.
Did you?
Yeah, let's talk about him. What do you think about that guy that wants to put tampons in male kids' bathrooms? Not even in, I would say men's bathrooms, but in male children's bathrooms. What do you think about that?
I'm against that seriously. And second, I don't know much about this guy, but I really don't care about him. I just put it that way. But
I will
seriously,
say, me and you went. I will say he is went shooting and he's horrible with it. He's
yeah.
definitely
I mean,
not. It was
uh,
staged and fake. Anyway,
this whole thing about here's the thing. If I don't have anything with transgender people and stuff like that. If you want to change, that's fine. But the thing is, don't be telling young little kids, like in school about that because they're easy to manipulate. And then when they go through that transition and they regret it later, they're just stuck with that regret for the rest of their life. Like I would like tell teaching this transgender stuff or stuff like that. I don't feel no. It shouldn't be in schools. It should be like when the person's an adult or their brain's fully developed, they can make their decision. But you shouldn't be telling kids about this transgender thing or changing their gender. No.
but didn't you change your gender? I think that's kind of hypocritical.
What are you talking about? I'm a guy. I'm always gonna be a guy. I like being a guy.
Just joking with you.
And as for JD
If you
Vance, I'll be honest, I didn't know much about JD Vance. I was kind of surprised that Trump picked him because I wanted Trump to pick Vivek, but I'm pretty sure Trump chose his VP very carefully. And seeing in the debate JD Vance and Tim Walz, I can see why Trump picked him.
Oh, we just got another like on the video. Appreciate you guys.
So yeah, the VP. Well, JD Vance knows how to come with the facts and everything and be civil. So yeah, I
I'll be honest, I don't really watch too much of his stuff, but he's pretty good. He reminds me of a few people I know, honestly.
yeah.
But I
So
guess he's not even 40, so I think it's good that he's a young man. Honestly, if he was the president, though, that would be pretty good, too.
yeah, Trump picked him for a reason, and I guess I can see why. I wanted Trump to pick Vivek, but Tr- I know Trump will make his decision carefully. And
Anything else you want to criticize about Kamala Harris or criticize about Trump? Come on, man. Give it your last boost. You got to say the worst things you can say about him. We want to hear it.
for the worst thing I could just say, Kamala's not gonna do anything. Like she is not from the streets, like they want to keep saying she is. She's not from middle class or anything. She is not gonna help anyone. Okay, she's gonna make these promises and then say screw you when she gets in office. She did that with Biden when they were in office, and she'll do it again if she got in office because that's what they've done and that's what they've been doing. All those promises she's making, it's not going to help. It may sound good when she says it, but if they happen, it would screw up the country a lot more. So no, I don't know what else to say. And more frankly, I feel like people should see about her, like her whole history, and stop voting for her because of her identity.
Do you think the black community will vote for Trump?
Yeah, Trump is getting more support from black people than ever, and he still is ahead.
Do you
And
think he's ahead in the polls, or do you think that's fake and he'll lose?
the way I see it, man, with all things Trump been through, he has to win.
You really think he'll win?
He got those felonies. He got shot at, and he had more attempts, and he's still going. Most people, if they were in that situation, they wouldn't keep going.
Oh, for sure.
So with him still going and still fine and still going for president after all this, that's just lays out he has to win. Especially when the first time when he put his fist up, that signified it. That sealed it right there.
For sure.
So Trump 2024, and let's take America back, make America great again. Because America needs to be great again. And honestly, we need to put America first and stop putting other countries first.
But don't you think that we can support Israel and give money to Iran and
We can, but
Ukraine
we
that way
can't.
that we can before we give it to the people for the hurricanes?
Here's the thing: we need to take care of our people first, and then we'll take care of other people. And that's how you should do in life, regardless of how
Talk
people.
about how Kamala Harris and Biden and the government helped you during Hurricane Milton.
Help me doing what?
Hurricane Milton.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't really. We were fine where I was at.
You
But
didn't
all I heard was
experience
that
any
Kamala only gave.
damage.
All I heard was that Kamala only gave $750 to
Don't
families.
say her name
But
wrong. Don't say her name wrong. That's how Democrats yell at you.
okay, Kamala, whoever her name is.
That's how the Democrats scream at you. I'm not trying to say it on purpose. Like, chill.
Well, Kamala, she only gave $750 to families, and she didn't give anything else. But she gave a whole bunch of money and stuff to Ukraine or other countries. So, with them saying they don't have the money, that's a lie. So, yeah. No.
They don't have the money. They don't have any money to give you. None. No money. They
But they
can't.
have,
And
but
then
they
2
got,
seconds later, they give $500 million to Ukraine.
yeah. So you've had the money, you just didn't want to give it to American people.
All right, man. I'm at 1%. I gotta log off, guys. Thank you for
Okay.
joining the live stream. Appreciate your time. Thank you for joining on, Dorian. Hopefully, we can do another live stream soon together. And comment down below who you guys are voting for. I think this stream went pretty well overall.
Gotcha.
So let's see what we can do, man. Really
Trump,
appreciate your time.
Trump 2024.
Trump 2024, man. All right. Peace out, bro. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Thanks for joining.
All right.